Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Jets. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. When you talk about this Jets defense, they've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now back to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Here we go, set. 70 Timberwolves. $60 Vikings, $60 Vikings. 79 Broncos. Ready, ready?
They go play action here on first down. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First and 10
I do have to admit, I
16-yard
like
line.
it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Maverick, 60 Maverick. Buffalo 18. Let's go now. Warriors 70, Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one's incomplete.
The pass on first down. Intended for number 17. Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Okay.
Second and 10.
Shot 60. Here we go. Here we go. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Looking to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Let's go. 60 Bobcats. 60. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. This a 27-yard attempt here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Back with one complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw. That ball caught by Harrison. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give him 30 yards there. Now that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Barry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cards are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. His way through contact. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get it to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 9 now. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Cardinals, first down. A gain of 16 yards. First down, Cardinals.
They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
43-yard line.
(10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fighting them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Ready up. 18. Let's go now. 19.
They'll look to throw here. That is caught. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Come on. 7 Pirates. Cougar 19. 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Go.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Jets at 7 and 2 here on the year. They were losers last time out, but winners of 7 of 9 prior to that.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game, as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Go! Mike, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Warriors, 70.
They'll look to throw again.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3?
They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Casey. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Throw left side complete. That's Russell. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 6-yard line.
19-18.
Quick throw complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
17. Cardinals first 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far as a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
On the ready.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
19 Lions. Trap 60. Trap 60. 18. 5 in. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Gibbons. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Hey, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Casey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Touchdown, Jets. From 10 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Jets will take over.
30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 4. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Russell.
First down.
Ref throw 80.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first down, Gibbons. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Here we go on second and 12. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down.
First
and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This is Gibbons over the middle. Room here to run. And on the way in, touchdown, New York. A great play there. 49 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
34. Cardinals 10.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cardinal first down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Now a handoff up the middle. Malone. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run the counter. It's Malone. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll change things up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Malone. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Pass complete there to Harrison.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
27 yards.
And the Cardinals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
And the Jets have got it. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now a look, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
19 Chargers, 19 Chargers.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go now. 76. Check, check. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Trap 60. Cup 19. Ready.
Looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Warrior 70. Not ready. Cowboy 80.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Cardinals 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late point. He wants his lead to stay right where it is. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Check out.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Come on, come on.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Second down and 3.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Warrior 70. Go.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Fighting through it, he's got space. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Hey, check that, street.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game
picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Their own 27-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
19-18.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second and 9.
Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let's go.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
70 Lions.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Go. 19 Tiger. 19.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value.